Good evening, everyone. This is BremSter, and tonight I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Evenly Mixed Ninja Stars, because there's some evenly mixed ninja stars on this grid. Looks really cool. I have no idea how it solves yet. So this is by Awedish, and I think that's how you pronounce it, and I haven't done any puzzles by Awedish before. And Awedish wanted me to call out, this is puzzle number 9584 on the Discord puzzle archive over on the CTC fan Discord. If you want access to that and you're not a member of it, which I can't imagine, then check out the Cracking the Cryptic YouTube channel, and there'll be details on the descriptions of their videos on how to join their fan Discord server. But there's a huge Discord puzzle archive there with apparently over 9,500 puzzles now. So that's just amazing. So yeah, one other thing I want to call out is I want to welcome a new Patreon. So Hexagonal has recently joined. So thank you very much. I will call out again. I do have a Patreon channel where it's only a couple of bucks a month, but unlike other things, I don't provide exclusive content. I'm not a fan of that as a concept. I set up the Patreon because people wanted to figure out ways of supporting me. I've had some people who've said that they don't want to support me monthly, or they just want to make donations. You can do that with the thanks button below. I've also set up a Ko-fi page where you can donate there as well. I don't ask anyone. They're available. Use them, don't use them. That's fine. All of the stuff that I release that I do is free for anyone. I'm more than happy for people to do it, or not. And if you're struggling financially, please don't. That's all I've really got to say on that one. Let's have a look at the puzzle. Evenly Mixed Ninja Stars by Awedish. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that one correctly. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. So, in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. On green German Whisper lines, adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. So, any adjacent cells connected by a green line must have at least a 5 difference. Digits in a quadruple circle must be placed at least once in the 4 cells touching that circle. Where there's doubles, like this, then there must be 2 4s touching this circle. There must be 2 2s touching this one. So digits that appear twice must be placed twice in the cells that touch the circles. Grey lines, these grey lines are only for aesthetics, so they don't have any rules or constraints on them at all. Sorry, I am still unwell. Yeah, that's just the way it is. I'm frantically trying to record before I go away. If I go away, I need to get better for that. But I'm doing everything for that, trying to rest when I can. But I need to record well in advance of me leaving because I still have to pack and all of that sort of stuff. And edit and schedule and all of that. Let's have a look at the puzzle. Let's restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So, where do I want to start? Now, this is interesting to me because either 4s are going to be in those 2 cells or in those 2 cells. Now, okay, let's talk about the properties of a German... I can see something. Okay, let's talk about the properties of a German whisper line. I'm repeating myself, but my brain interrupted me with an idea. So on a German whisper line, you can never place a 5, which of course means I can place a 5 right in the middle of the grid because this is the only cell on it. Now, why can't you place a 5? Because there's a 5 difference. Now, I've only got the digits 1 to 9 to work through because of the normal Sudoku rules. If I put a 5 on a green line, I have to do something next to it, which is 5 different. Now, if I go 5 down, I hit 0 or lower. If I hit 5 up, I hit 10 or higher. None of those are valid Sudoku digits. You can never put 5 on a line. So every digit you place on the line will either be 1 to 4 or 6 to 9. If you put 1 to 4, the 5 difference, you can't go down because you're leaving the range of Sudoku digits, so you have to go up. But because of the 5 difference, you will leapfrog over the 5. Whichever number you use, you will leapfrog the 5. Similarly, with a high digit, you can't go up. You will leave the range of Sudoku digits. You must go down. And therefore, because of the 5 difference, you again will leapfrog the 5. So every adjacent digit will alternate between high, low, high, low. And we call this the alternating polarity principle, or alternating polarity. But 4 and 6 are similarly constrained because 4 and 6 can only go next to single digits. The only digit within the range of Sudoku digits that can be next to 4 with a 5 difference is 9, and the only digit that can be next to 6 is 1. So 4 is either in those two spots or those two spots. So it has to be in one of those two cells. But that means this digit here is next to both of those, so that has to be a 9. 4 has to be in one of those, but whichever one it is, that has to be a 9. And we know that is absolutely forced. So these are high. I'm going to mark them. These are low. And these are high. Now, down here, 6s. 6s in one of those, that sees both of them. Whichever one is a 6, that has to be the 1, the only thing that can be next to it. 6s in one of those. Oh, wait a minute, that's not the same. But 4 is in one of those two. So this is a 9 and this is a 9. All of those are 9s. Because the same thing holds true. 4 is in one of those two or one of those. Oh, no, that's not connected. That doesn't have to be a 9. But that does. But down here, 6 has to be in one of those two because you've got either 6 in those two or those two. So 6 is in one of those two, so that has to be a 1. 6 is in those two, that has to be a 1. But this doesn't because 6 could be here and that could be anything. But these are all low. These are all high because they're adjacent to low, and this is low. Now that's interesting. So these are actually from 6, 7, or 8 only. And these are from 6, 7, or 8 only. Now I don't necessarily have a 1 there. I do if that's a 6. But I can't put an 8 in here because 8 appears in either those two or those two. Either way, it takes up both of the 8s in this row. So if I put 8 there and there, I can't put 8 in here. And if I put 8 there and there, I can't put 8 in here. So these are actually just 6s and 7s. So this is either next to 6 or 7, which means it is a 1 or a 2. Because if I put a 3, it's too close to the 7, and 4 is way too close. Huh. Okay. Now, similarly, this is from 3 and 4 only, and this is from 1, 3, and 4 only. And that one can't be a 1, because there's a 1 in the box. Because I can't use 2, because 2 is either in those or those. Now, 8. 8, what can 8 go next to? 8 can go next to 1, 2, or 3. This is weird. This is very weird. But again, these all have to be low, don't they? Because if 2 is there, then this is high and this is low. So these are all low. Right, this is important, and these are all high. So these are 8 and 9. These are 1 and 2, and that 1 makes that the 2, which means that's the 2. This is a 1. This 9 makes this 8, which means this has to be the second 8, which makes both of those 9. Now, I've got my 2 2s. Now this is low. It's not 1 or 2. So this is 3 or 4. But if it was 4, both of those would have to be 9. So this is 3, this is 4. So this is 4, and both of those are 3. Huh, this is cool. Now these are all high. And we know this is 6 or 7, but it can't be 6 because it's next to a 2. So that's the 7, this is the 6, this is the 6. So these are both 7, which allows this to be either 1 or 2. Now this is a high digit, so it's 7 or 8 because it can't be 9 and it can't be 6 because it's next to a 2. Now this is 6 or 7. Remember, the grey lines are purely cosmetic. Okay, so this is a 1 because it's the only low digit left. And this is from 6, 7, or 8. It can't be 6 because it's next to a 2. So these are all low. This sees 1, 2, so it's 3 or 4, and it can't be 4 because it's next to an 8, so that's a 3. This is 2, 3, or 4. It's next to 8 and 9. It can't be, it's next to an 8, so it can't be a 4. This is 2 or 3. This is next to an 8. Can't be 1, 2. This is a 3 because it's next to both 8 and 9. Oh, no, wait, this one can be 4 because that's a grey line. Did I make the same mistake up here? No, it's the 8, 9 that means that that's a 6 or a 7. Okay. So, what's next? Three is not in any of those. No. 2 and 4 are in here. So these are 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's no 7 there. So 7 is over here. This is an 8. Because 8 is in this quadruple and it's in those cells. Where is 8 in this column? Because I can't put 8 in either of those because it's in this quadruple and it can't be there because that's low. This is an 8. So what's here? 1, 2, and 5. These are 1, 2, and 5. That can't be a 5 because it's on a German Whisper line. That's a 5. This is a low digit. So this is a low digit and this is a high digit. And it can't be an 8. So it's 6, 7, or 9. It can't be 6 because then both of those would have to be 1. So this is a 7 or a 9. If it's 7, these are 1 and 2. That could be possible. This is a high digit because it sees 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is a high digit. This is a low digit. So this can't be 6. So it's 7, 8, or 9. This is 7, 8, or 9. And this is 1, 3, or 4, but it can't be 4 because 4 would need both of those to be 9. But this could be 8, 9. This can't be a 4. No, it can be a 4 because it's not next to the 8. Got to keep remembering that. Whereas 5 in this column now can't be there because it sees a 5. Can't be in either of those because they're on whisper line. So that's the 5. 5 in this box is now right there. 5 in this box is now right there, which means that's not the 5. 5 is in one of those two, but that 5 sees there, so that's the 5. Which means that's not the 5. 5 is not. 5 is in one of those two. And down here, 5 is in one of those two, but 5 in this box is in one of those two, so that's not the 5. This is the 5. This is the 5. The 5 actually sees that one, and I've placed all of the 5s. Okay. So everything else is now high. Well, these are both high. Let's mark the 5s in a colour. Let's make them... green doesn't stand out enough. Let's make them a darker green. No, that's even worse. Let's just make them purple. Okay. Now, this can't be high because it sees 6, 7, 8, 9. So both of those are low, and this is high. Now, this can't be 1, so it's 2, 3, or 4. It can't be 2 because the 2 is down here. So this is 3 or 4, which means this 4 can only go next to 9, and 3 can only go next to 8 or 9. So this is 8 or 9, but that means this could be anything except 2, 1, 3, or 4. And this, right, this sees 1, 2, and 3, and it can't be 4. So this is a high digit, and so this is 6 or 7. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's a 4, which is a low digit. Now that means this is 1, 2, or 3. Six or 7. Now means this is a 1 or a 2, because 6 can only go next to 1, 7 can only go next to 1 or 2. This is a high digit. This is a high digit. So this is 6, 7, or 9. This is not working. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, and 8. And this 8 makes this 2, which is low, which makes this 8, which is high. That takes 8 out of there. I've now got a 7, 9 pair. So the others are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Well, there's no 1 or 3 in here. So this is a 2, 6 pair. So 2, 6 comes out of there. 2 comes out of there. This is low. The 2, 6 in here mean, oh, hang on, this 8 made this 7, which means this is not 7. 2, 6, 1, 2, 3. This is a 4, which is low. This is 6, 7, or 8, because it's a high digit. 2, 6. This is 2 or 6 because of the column. No, wait, that's wrong. But there's a 2 here. So this is the 6 and this is the 2. So that's the high digit, that's the low digit. Now this, 1, 2, 3, this is missing a 4. So that's low. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 go into there, and the 8 makes that the 6 and that the 8, but both of those are high. Now there's no 6 here anymore. This 8 makes this 9, which frees these up to be anything. But the 4, oh, the 2 makes this 1, and the only low digit left is 3, which makes this 4. These are now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. But there's no 1 or 2 there. That's the 7. This is so 7 is high, 1, 2 is low, and the 7 looks back, making that the 9. So this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a 4, 6, 7 triple. So there's no 4 there. 4 is definitely in here, because this is a 4, 6, 7 triple. So this is a 2, 3 pair, which means that is low. What is this row missing? 2, 4. Yeah, this is a 2, 4 pair. Oh, this 3 looks up, making this 1, which means this is 2, which looks down, making this 1 and this 2. That's not 2. So what's this column missing now? I need to put a 3. I need to put a 3 in this column. Can't put it there. There's 1 in the box, and that's a high digit. So this becomes the 3, which is low. And the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. Now there's no 9 there. These are all high. There's no 7 in those. There's no 9 there. It's a 6, 8 pair. So this becomes the 7. This becomes the 9. There's no 9 there. The 6, 8 pair looks across, making that 9, makes that 7, makes this 6, makes this 8. The 8 looks down, making that 7. Oh, 3 can't be next to 6. That doesn't work. It's been there forever. 8, 6, 8, 6. That's been there for so long. So long. So this column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is a 6 for the column, and this is a 2, 4 pair. both of which are low. The 6 looks down, making that 7. So this is a 4-6 pair. And these are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Well, there's no 8 there, so this is the 8, which is the high digit. These are both low, and something's going to break this open. This 6 looks down, making that 4 and that 6. So that is low, that is high. The 4 looks up, making that 2 and that 4. The 2 looks down, making that 3 and that 2. The 3 looks up, making that 1 and that 3. And the 2 looks across, making that 4 and that 2. And that, with 70 solves, is the solution to Evenly Mixed Ninja Stars by Awedish. That's really fun. I like that puzzle. That was really, really cool. Yeah, I'm getting so many really nice coffee break and lunch break puzzles at the moment, which is great because I'm needing to take long breaks between my solves. So I think the next set of puzzles I record are going to be the next 5 Hamilton Sudoku series. But thank you to everyone who's been submitting and recommending puzzles. Thank you, Awedish, for sending this one through. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to whoever, I don't know who it was, pointed Awedish in my direction. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying the content on the channel. And as always, good luck with your solving.